It's mid-engine, 2 seats, all-wheel drive. Its V8 can take you upwards of around 700 horses. It's not your usual drift car that you see in GT7 lobbies, but when I tell you it was the old school YouTubers go-to supercar when they had earned enough money from their YouTube videos, it was almost a demand to buy this supercar. This supercar McExige will be drifting today is the Audi R8. And here we are in the Audi R8, man. In the Audi R8, it's actually just a sick car. You got to obviously be a bit careful and be a bit cautious on what you're doing with this car because it is a bit of a mental one. I mean, to be fair, I am still trying to get used to it, but it has been a bit addictive lately to drive this thing around the track and stuff. I'm obviously being a little bit more cautious about it, maybe because obviously the fact that I'm obviously talking over this gameplay while I'm drifting, but yeah, on a real though, this is a sick car, man. I know a lot of people are going to be like, it's all-wheel drive, it's not a real drift car. I don't care, mate. I don't care. It's Gran Turismo, mate. It's a game. Like, take it. You don't need to take it that seriously. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, just enjoy the game, man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, that's my way about it anyway, and hence why I made this car. And also, I made the car as well because I actually seen an Audi R8 in real life, a V8 one actually. Fun fact, I was like, yo, I need to make one of these in like Gran Turismo, and here it is. Here I've done that, and honestly, yeah, this setup's actually crazy, by the way, and we'll be talking about that in a bit. But yeah, this thing's actually nuts. Like, it's actually just super sick. Oh my god, it's just so beautiful. There we go. It's been a while I've drifted in first person as well, but there you go. 31,000, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm talking over the gameplay and I'm not really used to that anymore as I used to before, but yeah. So how do you get an Audi R8 V8 to drift, basically? Let's talk about that, shall we? So I'm running 772 brake horsepower with a medium turbocharger as well, with a weight of 1,154 kilograms. That is the lightest weight that you can go with this car, so make sure you put it onto that. And obviously now let's talk about the actual setup in general. So let's talk about the suspension, shall we? So I'm running with a body height adjustment of a 93 at the front and a 93 at the rear, just having it nice and even, and obviously just keeping it lowered, but not too low to the point obviously it's unstable to turn, but just lowered enough to the point obviously the car can deal with, basically. So yeah, we've obviously got an anti-roll bar at 8 at the front and obviously a 2 at the rear, and a damping ratio we've got a 29 at the front and obviously a 20 at the rear, just keeping it lowered as possible from the 20 at the rear. So with the damping ratio, and obviously damping ratio expansion is the same, so obviously got a 40 at the front however, and obviously a 30 at the rear, again just keeping it lowered as possible, so therefore the car can actually turn and allow me to basically drift as well. So yeah, and obviously now moving on to natural frequency, we obviously got a 2.20 and a 2.93, and yeah, there's that basically. And then obviously a negative camber angle, we've got a 0.5 and obviously a 0.2 most of the time, and majority of the time really nowadays I like to keep my camber a lot less basically than more, but obviously I know a lot of people like to keep it more, and obviously majority of them do. But however though, for me, my drift boards are a little bit different. I like to do it like this way personally. So yeah, and obviously moving on to now toe angles. Now toe angle is, I'm pretty sure it's left as standard. Once again, I've always do leave the most likely standard. I've also got just a 0.20 at the back, and obviously at the front it's just nothing at all. So yeah, and now moving on to the LSD part. So this part is obviously you're gonna make sure you max this out now. So yeah, max out everything, initial torque, and max out your acceleration sensitivity and your braking sensitivity as well. Max that all out to 60s, and obviously as well make sure you get your torque, the torque convectory like center, whatever it's called. Basically you want to get one of those, and obviously you want to actually like set that up already to 5, and then obviously to a 95 at the back. This is obviously allowing your car to actually turn a lot more now, and obviously just basically making it more rear-wheel drive than all-wheel drive basically in a way. So yeah, and then obviously moving on to transmissions, because this is quite an important part when it comes to drifting as well. So yeah, my transmission that I found very perfectly was a 300. Now this is just non-customizable. This is literally just I just customized it to 300 and that was it, and that was that, and it worked for me the best. So yeah, and overall I've done most of the upgrades, obviously engine tuning, which is obviously the bore up, obviously the engine balance and stuff like that, the polished supports and stuff. Everything that I've done so far is literally that, except for racing crankshaft. Now the reason why I don't do race crankshaft is only because it changes the car sounding. Personally I don't really like the crankshaft too much, so I'll just leave it most of the time now. Obviously everything else is wise, is good to go, you can fully upgrade it, and everything else in between. So yeah, there's that. And obviously, like I said, I'm running a medium turbocharger. The reason why I'm mostly running a medium is because obviously it's more consistent when it comes to drifting, so I like to run one of those personally. So yeah, and obviously as well with the max outputs and obviously power restrictions and stuff like that as well, so obviously all fully maxed out. That's fine, I don't really touch those at all. I don't need to like decrease anything at all, because obviously I can handle the power. And overall, that is all good thumbs up basically of the Audi R8 setup right there. So yeah, so what is overall my opinion on the Audi R8, and what do I actually think of it as a drift car basically? So yeah, well, I actually think of it as actually an amazing drift car. This is definitely one I'm actually going to keep for like, I don't think I'm actually ever going to sell this, to be honest with you, because it's such a nice all-wheel drive car. There's a lot of all-wheel drive cars out there you can choose from, but however, this Audi R8 V8 has definitely stood out for me the most, and obviously it's just such an impeccable car, and I absolutely love it. I mean, I'm a lover for the Audi R8 anyway, to be honest with you, obviously since obviously me being like a teenager and stuff like that, dreaming of having one of these one day. I'd love to have one of these one day. Yeah, it's obviously just such a sick car to me, so the fact that obviously I can drift it and I drift well with it, it's actually just incredible to say. And yeah, it's just a nice car, man. It's just a nice car. It does well, it runs well, it's smooth, it's obviously quite quick, and obviously you have to be very quick on the gears and very quick on your control and stuff like that, but if you can handle that quite well, then hey, the Audi R8 is definitely for you. And obviously, yeah, definitely give it a go, give it a try and see how you think of it as well. And obviously bearing in mind as well, I just want to say as well, the setup that I actually made as well turns out to be the first ever setup that I just tried out first time randomly on the spot, and honestly it just worked so well, and I was like, I'm actually going to stick with this setup because it's setup's so sick, and I managed to adjust to it as well. So yeah, obviously if it takes time to adjust to, just keep giving it a go, more goes. Obviously if you haven't adjusted to it, then obviously just try and change up whatever you need to change up anyway. But overall though, this works for me best anyway, and it might work for you guys best, and here it is basically the Audi R8 setup. And yeah, that's basically it. But overall though, good drift car. I'd give it literally a 10 out of 10 to be honest with you. I might even give it 11 out of 10 honestly. It's that actually outstanding. It's so addictive to run, to drive, to everything. It is incredible. So yeah, anyway guys, this is going to be me rounding off today. It's been your boy McExige. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you have enjoyed, please give the video a big fat thumbs up. Make sure you do that as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more great drift tune setups as well in the future as well. So there's that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. And also as well, make sure you subscribe. Actually, if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. I would really appreciate it. But go ahead and go follow my Twitch right there as well. Go and check that out as well. Obviously I stream at the minute currently. I'm trying to stream 100 hours actually, fun fact, in a month. So I'm obviously around about like 80, I think I'm around about like 87 or something like that. Something absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I've been smashing it lately on that. So I just want to say as well to all the new followers and to all new subscribers, etc., I just want to say thank you for so much support on obviously on Twitch as well. I really do appreciate you lot as well coming through into the streams and stuff as well. That's just a little message out there for you lot obviously. And yeah man, I'm actually been enjoying it lately, so yeah, there's that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in a bit. Take care, like, subscribe, and yeah, peace.